Right, so I've got a spare 4 or 5 hours on my hands, so I thought why not get down to the lake. Now I'm going to go visit Newton Park again. Tackle's in the car, got my ticket. It's 2 minutes journey away, so thought why not make the best of these conditions. It's really overcast. I think it's probably pushing on the double-figure degrees on the temperatures, and I've travelled really light, so I've taken a lot of stuff out of my kit. So yeah, I'm going to get down there, probably stay quite mobile because I'm arriving quite late because it's gone 10 now, so I'm not really too sure how busy it's going to be. But yeah, let's get down there, see if we can catch ourselves a few carp. My second vlog. As I mentioned in the car previously, I've got a spare 4 or 5 hours on my hands, so I decided to come back down to Newton Park for a second fish on this lake really. I've got to the car park and yeah, lo and behold, it's empty. There's absolutely no one else here bar me, so I thought it was a starting point that I'd start off where I left on the previous session last Saturday. Drop back into the same swim, fishing over the same spot, same tactics, same spot mix, literally same everything. So I think you know, if that worked last time, why not use it again? I've baited a few more marginal spots up and down this bank, so we're going to drop the rods in sort of, you know, here and there really, and I might even have a move later on in the session. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this one. Nothing yet. I have seen a couple of fish spook when I've come to literally drop my rig in on my right hand rod, because I baited up sort of like first as I got here, and yeah, so I've literally lowered my rig in and I've see a fish spook off. So yeah, hopefully they'll find that bait and they'll come back and get back on that, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll keep you updated, and fingers crossed we'll have one in the bag soon. 45 minutes to an hour since last casting out, and to be honest, I'm getting impatient and getting itchy feet. Like I said, I've been baiting up a couple of spots up and down this margin, so I think I'm going to literally give it 15 minutes now in this swim, and probably move my rods down to the next one down. I'm going to keep base camp sort of set up under the brolly because we're getting quite a bit of showers, sporadic showers, so I don't really want to, you know, lug everything literally one swim down. So I think I'm going to stay underneath the brolly, move the rods down into the next swim. It's literally just a real little intimate corner bay, bramble bushes all around the edge. I've literally just been sort of trickling in a bit of sweet corn, a bit of hemp and some broken boilie as well. So if anything's been getting in there, obviously it's been having a free meal. So yeah, let's get the rods in, get them down into that next swim, and see if I can nick a fish out. I literally will give it an hour in there as well, and if nothing happens, I'll probably make my way around the lake. I'm not going to sort of just stay put and sort of, you know, bait and wait as such. I think there's fish to be had if you get on them, so it's just locating them really. Like I say, I've got most of the lake to myself. There is one other person down in the very far corner actually, and he's tucked right away, so I missed him when I come in. So yeah, I'm going to get the rods in, get him into the next swim, lower some baits down and see if I can get one out. obviously I was just about to pack up and I had a fish that you've just seen the footage of, literally on the 11th hour. Everything else was packed up, everything was chucked into the mat, and yeah, away the rod went. Left-hander this time, not the one that I thought was going to go, just off the sort of inlet that's on one of the other ends of the lake. Yeah, good little scrap, really pretty little mirror. Apologies, probably didn't get to hear any sound or any talking on that one when it was on the mat, because literally the GoPro was in its waterproof case and the battery was about to die, so I don't think I had much much time left to really film that fish. So I've sorted the batteries out. I've moved to the opposite end of the lake, on a real little narrow channel. I've literally chucked one of the rods out on a white stiff hinge rig, yeah, white signature sticky pop-up, again doused in the West Country bait sweetening. Literally sort of no sooner than I put the rod out, got this little tiny little sort of cricket back common. He's a real lean little character, angry as well, absolutely ripped off. And let's just see if he'll behave, just quickly get him up and just show you. Like I say, he's only a baby, but again, moves paid off. Here we go, look. Tiny little one, little baby, full of beans, absolutely angry, but worth moving. If there's one, there's probably a lot more. And down in that corner of the lake, the water is absolutely hacking in from an inlet and stirring the bottom, I can imagine, absolutely mentally. So yeah, I'm going to get this one back, get the one of the rods is back out, get this one back out a little bit further up, and see if we can get some more. Where there's one, hopefully there's more. Right then, so I'm going to keep this really short and sweet. So I've moved for the second time. As you can tell from the previous little bit of video there, I had one off the left-hand rod on the 11th hour, just as I was about to pack up those two rods and have a walk around and see what I could see. I've come up all the way up the other end of the lake on the opposite side of the bank and fish in a real narrow channel area. Now there's an inlet coming in this end, and the water is just absolutely hacking through. I've chucked one of the rods out that was already set up from down the other end, and yeah, literally 30 seconds to a minute later, that little common that you just saw there absolutely tore off. Didn't have anything sort of organised or set up. It's just been an absolute nightmare. The wind's just howling around left, right and centre. It doesn't matter where you sit or what you do, that's just basically just annihilating everything, and the mud is just absolutely thick to, you know, up to your ankles in places. It's just, yeah, everything's caked in mud, everything's wet. But I've had two fish, yeah, okay, they're not massive and they're, you know, but they're carp. At the end of the day, all I've come out to catch and, you know, aim at a game, get a fish on the map, which I've done. So see how it goes in here, maybe for another hour or so, and maybe just move sort of down the bank closer to the gates before we pack up, and see if I can nick one out from another one of the swims. But yeah, it's been pretty tough going today, to be honest with you. I don't think these conditions are helping much, to be fair. It's making fishing a little bit hard, and but I guess yeah, just gonna have to wait and see really now and see what happens for the last hour or so. So hopefully before the end of the vlog I'll catch up with you with another fish on the map. So I did that quick update literally just as I finished. The wood ripped off, got another little comment on the mat, cracking little fish, absolutely tore off. Got a out on this sticky signature pop up on the pink wash out. Let's just get it up for you and have a quick look. Again, it's really lively, so I ain't gonna hang around and keep it out of the water for very long. Cracking little common. There we go. So yeah, again, taking up the sticky signature pop up, washed out pink. This one seems to be the flavour of the day, because that's what I had the one down on the other end from. I'll flick it around, show the other side. Conditions are just getting worse and worse and worse, to be honest. This wind's really picking up now. This fish is so angry. There we go. So yeah, another little common. Third of the day now, obviously two since moving, which is a bonus. So let's get it back, see if I can have another one. Right, so I've only gone and bagged another one, fourth so far, third since moving down this end of the lake to this inlet pipe. And to be honest, this one was an absolute one-toner. Took off like 100 miles an hour, led me on a merry dance all up and down this margin. Again, taken on the sticky pink signature pop-up. It's hinge stiff, rig, every fish I'm having, I'm just literally putting 10, 15 whole and half baits out back onto the spot. It's going down quite a firm flood, to be honest, so I think it's a bit of a firm area amongst all that silted debris that must be washed through down there. Let's get it up for you so you can have a look. There we go. So it's the biggest one so far out of the 4. Really pretty mirror. It's got some lovely scales down by its wrist, down by its tail, and the other side is exactly the same. Again, some really pretty scales on it. Get it turned around for you in just a second so you can see the other side. Seems like they seem to be getting in back down this area. The fish that I'm having don't seem to spook any of the others out. If they are, they're just obviously pushing out so far and then coming back. So I'd say this is the 3rd one that I've had from this spot since moving up here, and I've only probably been here the best part of maybe an hour or so, maybe hour and a half tops. So let's just get it up so you can see this side too. There we go. Such a pretty fish. Like I say, it's got some lovely scales down by its on its wrist, by its tail there. To be honest, caked in mud. Everything's dirty, everything's wet, and to be honest, this is just a reward for everything that I've had to endure today, to be honest. There we go. Let's see this side, does it? What I'm going to do is just going to get it back so I can get that rod back out. Like I said, I don't think I've got very long left, and at least I want to try maybe nick one more out. Let's get it back and see what we can do. So yeah, just wanted to sum my day up really. Obviously got here just after 10. One other person on, which I didn't know about originally, but he was tucked away out of the way of this wind. Dropped into the swim that I'd done last weekend in. Didn't have anything and was getting a little bit, you know, itchy feet, and thought something should be happening, to be honest. It's not cold by any means, and decided to chuck my rods in the swim next door for the last hour before upping and moving. So I had one just before I decided to move for the first time. Done a quick lap of the lake and decided I wanted to end up where I am now. So on the other side of the lake, at the complete top end, there's an inlet which some water's absolutely flowing through massively, obviously due to the amount of rain and stuff we've had. So I've come down here, I've chucked 2 hinge stiff rigs out, one on white, one on pink. Now literally first, within a minute of putting the first rod out, I had that little common which you saw on film, and then managed to get the second rod out, and then I had that second fish from this area on a pink washed out pop up, and then yeah, again put that rod back out and had that bigger mirror which you've just seen as well. So obviously pink was obviously the colour of today, and I just don't think they were down that end where I were originally this morning. So like I say, I've moved and I've had 3 fish in the space of a couple of hours max, really, to be honest. And hinge stiff rigs doing the damage again. It's quite troddy down this area, obviously, where everything washes through, and the banks are lined with trees as well, so there's all sorts of twigs and God knows what else down there. But my right hand rod seems to be landing on a spot that seems a little bit firmer, so I don't know if that's a favourite spot that people use to bait up, etc. But it definitely goes down with a little bit more of a thud. So obviously the rig's presented well over that because I've had 2 fish off that spot anyway. So all well and good in the end, to be honest. Just going to get everything packed down now. Everything's caked in mud and wet, so yeah, going to have to get everything packed down to a state where I can chuck it in the back of the car, and I'll be coming back to fight another day. But yeah, well happy with that. 4 fish, and hopefully you've enjoyed the footage too. Obviously not been able to be adventurous as I wanted to be with the footage, just due to the fact that the weather's been an absolute nightmare, to be fair. So yeah, I hope you like what you see. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's going to be loads more coming up throughout this year. Feel free to leave me a comment or ask me anything about my session, etc., and I'll try and help out best as I can. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the bank sometime soon.